Hello, everybody. Admiral Kroll reporting for duty on the Deez Games PvE community server. Welcome back to some Conan Exiles. Last time we made our way to the Oasis and got our house built and ready for further adventure. So today I had plans to build an armor station and get some light armor going. So we're probably going to do that and see what else happens on the way. However, it looks like we've got a bit of a sandstorm coming in, and currently those are still kind of a visual thing, not really detrimental. There's no baddies crawling around in the sand. So we're going to let this pass by because it gets really hard to see and very very hard to do stuff. So we're going to let this go by. Getting some food cooking here because what the key trouble all over the place. Alright, we got a hyena trying to take some action. So we're going to take this guy out. We're going to let the sandstorm pass, like I said. And as it goes by, we'll kind of talk about we'll go into some menus, and we'll talk about, oh, we must have been on the outer skirts of it. Not going to complain about that. Alright, so into the plan. Into the plan. Get some HPs and some weight going on once. Oh, we got 4 points. Alright, so we'll get some stamina then. Alright, so we got 112 stamina, we got 260 HPs, we got a 98 weight capacity. Looks like we're doing good. Alright, so let's go into our feats, our recipes menu. We'll learn our armor stand, and how many points is that's 2? That's 2. Alright, so the armor stand comes with the light chest piece and light chest padding. I'm not sure if we need that for the light chest piece, but we're going to find out here in short order. We got 4 points, so, let's take the legs, or the skirt, or whatever it's called, the wrap, skirt. We'll take the light wrap, and we'll take the helmet. How many are the boots? The boots are a point, the gloves are a point. So, looks like next level, we'll take the boots and the gloves, and we'll get that finished off. So hopefully we'll gain a level in this process. And we'll be able to make those boots and gloves. Alright, so let's look at the armor stand. 240 stone, 160 wood, and 50 hide. Well, the stone and the wood is the easiest, so I think we're going to start there. Just run right over to this tree here. See, I forgot to mention, there was a bit of an update, and they changed the way the sprinting works a little bit. You can now run with an item in your hand. However, that item gets put away, as you see, and when you stop, it has memory and pulls out the last weapon tool in your hand. So that definitely makes things a little more fluid instead of having to manage that all the time. That's also pretty good for combat. You can equip yourself accordingly before engaging your close-up targets or even your ranged targets. So definitely a plus in my book. Ah, thirsty. Let's get some water. Where'd my water skin go? I somehow lost my water skin. Well, we'll have to make a new one. So we'll do that in this process too. We're going to need hides for that, so we'll just gather some plant fibers while we're getting this wood. Alright, so let's look again because I already forgot. 160 wood. Alright. So if you're new to the game, as you're collecting your resources, in the bottom left-hand corner, you see what you get, and in the parentheses is your cumulative total. So it's easy to keep track. What are we at? 119. All right. Doing good on weight capacity. Gonna have to 20 more wood. All right. So when we get back to the house, we're gonna stow away the wood that we're gathering for this. Oh, just as it breaks, we get what we need. That's all right. So we're going to run back to the house. We're going to get into our campfire, which I started previously, and get some hot meat. Gonna fill ourselves up on food. And fill ourselves up on water, because we didn't last time. And now we need 200 stone, I think it said. 240 stone. Alright. That shouldn't be too hard at all. Alright, so going back to the base plan, we're not gonna... What is... That was a strange sound. Did you hear that? Carrying on. We're not going to hang out here a whole lot. We're going to get an armor stand going here very shortly. And we'll gather all the materials we need for that light armor. And then we'll see where we're at. And we'll probably go on a little bit of an adventure to find a better spot a little further north where we can get into some iron stuff and making some better armor. Let's look at our feats real quick because I want to see where that thermal armor fur harness. I wonder if that helps protect against cold, because we're going to need cold protection to get up into that northern area like we were talking about. Hopefully along the way, we will get the bed shaper feat so we can make ourselves a permanent revival spot in our new location. Just trying to form a plan of action here. Alright, so we talked about we're going to take our... What? 9 points? Where did those 9 points come from? Did I? I must have got a level I didn't even notice. That's alright. So we'll go... Put a point in encumbrance and a point in grit. We're eventually going to get kind of staggered in our stats. I like to play melee, so that's going to be the plan of action. Alright, so carrying forward, getting that 240 stone, we're halfway there already. If you've noticed, the sound is a little bit muffled. I think there's an audio bug where once you swim in the water and your camera is submerged, it muffles the sound a little bit, like by underwater design. And I think there's just a little bit of a bug where you come out of the water, it doesn't clear up. So keep that in mind. Alright, so let's go in our box. And I didn't even see how much stone we had. Do we have room? No, we don't have room. Alright, we're dropping ahead like before. So we're going to need 3 more slots, actually. No, we're going to need... No, that's fine. That's fine. We only need to get a little bit more stone. Looks like we got 33. God, I love that little fix. That little tweak makes all the difference. So you can run in, even if you're a melee combatant, you can run in and whip out your sword a few steps away and just dive into combat. That is really, really good. Alright, so we broke our pick. Let's fix our materials, our tools, and after fixing our tools, we need a little bit more. So let's continue whacking on this stone here. One, yeah, we're good. Alright. Now we just we'll take out our sword. We need to gather, actually, to make this a little bit easier, we're going to backtrack a little bit before we get all over the place. We're going to make ourselves a stone dagger, because that stone dagger is going to make this hide gathering a whole lot faster. Much more efficient with that. So we got sticks in our box, so we're going to need some plant fibers to make that. So we'll need about 30 plant fibers to make 10 twine, which is what we need for the knife or the dagger. So I'm just going to take care of this real quick. Probably get some extras for that water skin that I somehow lost. 10 twine for that. Alright, so we're going to need like 60 plant fibers to make these 2 items. And definitely handy to have a dagger for hide gathering, so much faster. And like I talked about at the end of the last episode, having water skins is always recommended. Alright, so let's run over here. And 38, 40, yeah, we're almost there. Not too bad, not too bad. We're not quite a vanilla server. Things are upped a tiny little bit. Like a 0.5% or a 0.5 point, I think it was, for gathering. So very close to a vanilla rate, but it's enough of a boost to give you just a little bit easier of a time without ruining the game. Alright, so we'll let guys, I don't know how long they're gonna sit there. How much twine we need? Almost there. Just a little bit more twine or plant fibers, and then we'll make perfect. Alright, so let's get our dagger going. Looks like we need 5 sticks. Can we get 5 sticks off a tree? Or branches? Or whatever? We got 4. 5. Alright, there we are. Alright, 1 dagger. Any day now. There we are. Alright, so let's pull out that dagger. And it looks like... still a small tweak. Can't use... Why is the dagger not able to be... Oh, there we are. It's control for the dagger. And it looks like you might have to do some crouching. So if you just... See, 4 hides with that one. We got 12. Alright, so... a little bit of a control coverage there. When you have your dagger, it looks like control is your offhand, because right mouse button is your heavy attack now, and left click is your basic attack. So going forward, when you're checking this out for yourself, control is your offhand item, whether it's your dagger or your shield. It's a little bit clunky, I think, maybe, but not too shabby. It's not out of reach with that hand if you're playing with a mouse and keyboard. So 3. Alright. Whip out our sword. Did we miss that other guy? Or did he disappear? Looks like that other hyena we killed disappeared, because I don't remember harvesting it. Alright, anyways, moving forward. Grab the eggs. There's a nest nearby. That's not too bad. Alright, so let's look how many hides we need. We need 50 for the armor stand, and we need 20 for... Well, let's craft our water skin up real quick. Get that out the way, because that's a necessary item. Move him over here. And where did our twine go? Oh, we used it. Never mind. Silly me. Alright, so on the hunt for some more hides. Now it's it's my luck that once I want something, everything goes away, or so it would seem. Gazelles, I don't know. They can kind of run. Let's see how fast we can take one out. Oh, we got it. Excellent. Let's see. Yeah, looks like crouching is necessary for hide gathering. Another hyena. Give a crouch. Looks like 24. We're halfway there already. Not too shabby at all. Another gazelle over here. We'll come take that guy out. See, that's not too bad. Oh, he's gonna run. Dang it. He's gonna run into the rocks. Excellent. Trapped gazelle. Oh, come here, you little scurvy, rotten... they run away. It's better with an iron sword for them guys. And we don't have any strength stat built up, so that's kind of a thing, too. Ah! Control. Control, control. There we are. Alright. Well, the birds will work. They don't run. They fight back. Let's go take out this other one here. Alright, there we are. Let's see here. 45. Getting a little dark. Alright, we got 50. So now we can go back to the house, and we'll get this armor stand. We'll get this armor stand cooked up and placed, and then we'll have a look at what we need for the light armor pieces. Alright, so we need the 160 wood, we need this other stone, and we need... What else do we need? Oh, we'll grab these hides. Not sure, did we need those? But let's have a look. Alright, armor stand, 240 stone, I thought. Alright, so we're almost there. I must have used... That's right, we made the dagger, so that used a little bit of the stone. I wasn't quite thinking about that one. But we got the tools, so we'll just come over here to this here rock. Stone. Ha ha ha! Alright, let's get that crafted up. Bam! And then we'll head back to the house while that is going. Take the rest of our meat out of our campfire. And no, we need that. We'll take that out too. Bam! We got ourselves an armor crafting station. So we put some wood back in our fire, and we'll turn that on for some light. So I don't have a torch yet. Alright, so where are we going to put this? Let's see. No. Oh, it looks like we were hungry anyway. 6. There we are. So as we discussed before, your mouse wheel turns the item you are trying to place. So, because if you, let's just redo this real quick. See how that's a funky angle? Just give it a spin into the direction of your choosing. We'll place that nice and snug in the corner here. Bam! Alakazam Baba Ganoush. We did it. Alright, so let's go into our armorer's bench. Do we need... we do need the padding for it. So, more hides. But we had points last... Right, so let's go ahead and take the gloves and the boots. Alright, so that's going to give us our first set of armor. What are we going to want to take next? Well, let's look at... It doesn't show... I'm wondering if that's... Oh, we need to take the medium armor first. Oh, crap. That's alright, we'll worry about that later. So, looking back in our bench, linings. We're going to need lots of twine. Twine and hides, it looks like. Alright, well, I'm gonna go gather up those materials, and when we're ready to craft them linings, we'll be right back. And we're back. I gathered up a bunch of hides and made a bunch of twine. So let's go see what we can whip up out of this station. Alright, so you need to craft linings for all armor that you make. So we got 56 twine, we got 130 hides while I was out doing that today. Alright, so what's that for? Oh, that's a boot lining. Alright, so 1 boot lining, 1 glove lining, 1 hat, 1 leg, and 1 chest. Let's see how much materials those burn up in the finishing process. And while that's going, let's take a look at what we need for actual light armor. So we need 1 of each padding, and it looks like we're going to need 2 gloves. Silly me, why didn't I think of that? There's 2 hands, but why don't you need 2 boots? Oh, you do need 2 boots. See here? That actually makes a good bit of sense there. 2 hands, 2 legs. That's why you need 2 boot linings, 2 glove linings. Ha ha ha! Learning. Alright, so 25. Let's look how many plant fibers we need. So there's more running around for more plant fibers. Everything is important. So 25, 40, that's 65, and 25, that's 90, 140, about 170 plant fibers for the actual light armor itself, plus all the plant fibers you need to make all the twine for the linings. Craziness. That's a lot of running around picking plants. There's plant fiber trees, and if I find one in this next outing, I'll show them to you. But other than that, there is no real tool for gathering plant fibers at a faster rate. So that that kind of bums me out because you need twine for so much in your early progression. Late game, I can't really remember. I didn't spend a lot of time in late game before we wiped the server. So this here is no. Is this not a plant fiber tree? No, that's not it. All right. I'm kind of hoping we find one, but we're just gonna scour the immediate area, picking all the plant fibers we can. And this might be all we get done today is getting this light armor crafted out, because it's pretty laborious. It used to be a lot easier, but they added the linings to kind of give it some depth, I guess. And while that's all well and good, it just kind of turns it into a bit of a laborious task, especially when you're focusing on that alone. So when you start out, gather up all those plant fibers, get a good stockpile going, so you don't have to worry about this as you progress, and you'll have all that stuff handy. Just goes to show you that everything has a use in Conan. All the materials are useful and desirable. Nothing is unneeded or unwanted. Even the plant seeds you get from when you pick these plant fibers. Whoa, what the? I just seen what? Desert berries? What are those? What are desert berries? I haven't seen those before. Small blue berries. Can you eat them? They give one food. One food. Okay. Well, that's good knowledge. I wonder if you can use them in dyes. I guess we'll find out here eventually. Dye making is a bit of a task too, because you have to make glass jars, which is what you need crystal for, and there is a cave nearby you can find that in. And there's tons and tons and tons in there, so go in there. If you're looking for crystal, go in there empty-handed and get all the crystal you can for making your glass jars, because to make dyes you need glass jars. And I think there's some potions that you can use, or grenades you can make or something you might need glass jars for too. So those crystals always handy for that. And we'll do that next episode, actually. I'll just go ahead and slate that out right now. Next episode, we're going to go on a crystal hunting adventure in the Imp Cave in the Southern River area. Stay tuned. All right, so we got 165 plant fibers. I don't even remember how many we need. We'll just hit 200. How's that sound? That way I know we'll have enough. Is that cut up into? I might have gotten a little bit lost, maybe? I don't know. Probably not. We'll figure it out here. Just a moment. 174, because we're almost to 200, so we'll just get these up real quick. 83. No, we're not. I know we're okay. So we just went kind of make a circle around the rock formation of the Clan of the Dogs Tower I showed you guys last time. We went out the one side, went around, came back. I mean, it's not too bad. All right, 200. That should be plenty. It's not too bad, but if you're, takes a little bit of time. I think I was wandering around for 20-30 minutes getting the parts needed for those linings. So yeah, not too bad. It's just, what kind of creatures are available. Your HP management, because you might need to recover some. We can't make a health potion just yet. We don't have the cauldron. So, alright, so we got boots, we got chest piece, we got gloves, We got hat and the wrap. All right, there we go, folks. Crafting that armor up. And this will make for better protection in further adventures. So it looks like we got some extra hide from that. Seeds. The aloe leaves. Just go through some inventory here while this is crafting up. Aloe leaves are what you use to make health potions. You cook those in a cauldron, and that's how you get those potions. Seeds. Your seeds, you might not want them to keep them right away. They're used for making gruel for your wheels of pain. When we go thralling, you knock out your thrall, you drag them back to your wheel of pain, you put them in it, and you use gruel as a fuel to break them. So that's how that works, and we'll cover that. That's not too far off the line. We're just trying to get some better armor and stuff to make it easier to find a more legitimate base place, because with the Clan of the Dogs building here, I kind of don't want to crowd in on them, and this was supposed to be temporary from the beginning anyway, so yeah. Alright, so let's look back in our get all our pieces out. Alright, so we got a head. Bam! We got a waist strap. Bam! And boots. And gloves. And chest. Alright, there we are. Excellent! Let's have a... It's dark. You can't really see. Can we light our fire up, or do we burn up all our wood? We burned up all our wood. So let's put some wood in here just to light this up a little bit and have a look-see with our armor. There we have it, folks. A complete set of light armor. It's kind of not impressive looking. That's all right. All good things come to those who wait. And I think that's going to be all we have time for today, folks. Smash that thumbs up button if you liked the video, and please feel free to subscribe for more games. This is Admiral Carl signing off. We'll see you next time.